Okay, y'all, we have finally come to an end. Sorry for the lateness with the review, but y'all know this living situation. We're going into month 3, y'all. I just gave up on the roommate trying to find a job, so it's like I'm going to have to tough it out myself and pray that I can make it through these next couple weeks on the computer and stack up coins to get up out of here. And it's going to pain me to do it because I know more likely I'm not going to be able to take my cats with me. And that's what's really hurting me, is the fact that I'm not going to be able to take my cats with me. But I don't know how much I can keep going on with this shit, honey. But outside of my personal drama, honey, y'all have plenty enough time to hear about my doggone drama later. Let's get on to the end of a ratchet chapter, honey. Bobby, I Love You, Purrr. The reunion, part 3, honey. And, honey, according to some people, like they said, they could have had a 4-part reunion with all this drama that they was having. So, some highlights that I done seen, honey. And I'm going in no particular order. I'm just highlighting all the stuff that I found was important. Claudia, thank you for giving doggone Trax his moment or whatnot, because it's like, as one of the few rational people in the doggone group, I would argue biasly and say the most rational, it's like he was being overlooked the whole time. And it's like, Bobby, this is a key example of, this is why you didn't go nowhere with love, because the most sincere people didn't really get no camera time. I mean, well, of course Trax got camera time, but in the sense of actually for the love of Bobby. And honey, Quiet just kept honey Trax dodged the bullet on that, because seeing this whole shit go down right here, it's like, Trax, do you want this type of horror shit? Honey, like Grandy said, I can't take. Now, Grandy, you was going a little bit too far with that, talking about you couldn't take none of the guys home to mama. I was like, well, hell, Trax darn going. Trax is decent, Soul is decent. You didn't have no issues with Miss Mamas. So it was like, I guess since Miss Mama's got into a fight or whatnot, but still, I don't think, I guess I'm in the minority with Miss Mamas, but I like Miss Mamas. Big Bird ain't problematic. So you just grouped a whole lot of people up in this darn mess. But we start off with darn Davion getting punched in his mouth by Trizzy, and Trizzy's excuse for punching Davion out the blue is, apparently Davion bopped Hot Wheels upside the head early on, before they even started filming, so that was his get back or whatnot. Child, Trizzy is lethal weapon, honey. He done bopped Davion, and then this is how shady production is. As he gets to explaining this, and I'm not going to go into detail because we done heard this story so many times about this love square type relationship. I mean, if y'all ain't heard it at this point, I don't know where y'all being, child. I done gotten the clips and everything. Y'all can hear out the horse's mouth his damn self, child. But we done heard this story so much about how they was in a relationship, this, that, and the third. Now it's all a mute point, because now him and Jameson and Cash is in the relationship. Then they broke up. I was like, damn, 2 weeks? Give it about 2 more weeks. They'll be back together. And sure enough, now they so-called back together, child. I guess they trying to fish for their own show, honey. Like, you got Chris Sean and Blueface with their show. So I guess they saying, well, honey, we can be the gay version of that, honey. I see the marketing play at point, honey. I see the marketing at play. But it's like, Lemmy, when is we going to actually get some decent quality, shows in the mix? I mean, I'm still here for the ratchetness, but if you want to be seen more seriously, can we do a little bit of mixture of goodness? And I'm going to throw out my boy Trax out here and say, we need a show called For the Love of a Ray. I'm going on a rim on behalf of Ike and say, honey, can we get a positive spin? Can we get a redemption? Now, we can still keep the ratchetness, because, honey, we going to be here for Bobby, I Love You, Purrr season 2. See, I told y'all early on, within the first 5 episodes, we was going to have a season 2. But can we get a good quality love dating show to balance out the ratchetness? I'm putting Ike's name in the ring, honey. But yeah, that's basically that. Who else did we see throughout this that stood out? Not Miss Mom, but Hot Wheels and the Goblin makes up, honey. I'd be damn if I darn gonna make up with the Goblin, aka Rolling Ray. Child, I would have darn gonna snatch that good darn going, child, I don't know what she got. I was gonna give her Malaysian curly, but that looks like Material Fiber brand if you ask me, child. But she still look decent. But I'd be damned if I would have made up with somebody who spit on me, honey. It's gonna be a forever type of beef in my Cardi B voice. And then later on, Trizzy done a not darn on Bobby up in the darn going upside his darn on head. Security slammed him down. Bobby done a darn gonna call himself trying to stomp on Trizzy's leg. And I was like, now bitch, you know you wrong for that. You know he darn gonna got the C word. And you know that he's terminal. And you want to stomp on his leg as security has him pinned down. Now that's some darn gone fuck shit, Bobby. You need to be slapped across your darn gone filler face for that shit. Yeah, he darn gone punched you first. But you been going back and forth with him online for weeks, so it's more so a mutual combative situation. I don't feel sorry for darn gone Sponge Bobby, as darn gone Jameson would say. Lord, meanwhile, throughout this whole segment, we got rotating chairs, people going in and out, changing clothes. Jameson done changed clothes. Trizzy done change clothes. Then we got Bobby sitting on Rerun's lap. And then my thing is this, why do people keep asking whether the folks are darn going, honey, didn't have the cast tell y'all by now that they bisexual? Why do y'all keep saying, and once again, this is, I'm just getting everything out, y'all. I know it's all over the place. But another thing that's irritating me is, oh, well, why y'all can't like women to, girl, half the cast is damn bisexual, honey. Let me name the bisexual people out for y'all, so y'all have a video for a reference point. All the bisexual people on the show includes Cash. Cash actually has a baby, so he's indeed bisexual. Jameson has been married to a woman before. He's bisexual. Rerun is more so on the straight side than darn on gay. He does the gay for pay, honey. Even with Bobby, this shit right here is just entertainment. So for y'all that saying y'all wish Rerun was straight, honey, actually he's the closest thing up on here to the straightness, honey. He messes with the cis women and the T-girls, honey. Bobby is just an exception to the rule. So you got Rerun. You got Granny Glaze, who, you know, the infamous relationship that he had on and off camera, honey, with the girlfriend. So Rerun, Granny Glaze, Go Hard, Cash. Surprisingly, Savage is a little bit on the bisexual side. I don't know about Hot Wheels. TBD, I think, is bisexual as well. Crouton? I want to say he said he's bisexual. No, Crouton, he's gay, honey. We gonna put Crouton as the queen, honey. Trax, aka Voice of a Ray, aka Ike. Trizzy's a full-on pansexual. He talking about he's a money set. Bitch, you a pansexual at this point. So hell, that's 8 out of the darn gone 15 darn gone cast. So y'all got everybody's names. Matter of fact, I put them in the description box as well, so y'all would quit darn gonna ask it every time they go live who's darn gonna straight, who likes women or whatnots. Like I said, darn gone Jameson done came out several more times, and now this was the. So he comes out want to darn gonna fight Bobby, and then by the time we get over to the end of this, and everybody gets to being sorry about Trizzy and his situation, damn, Bobby, Lord darn on Jameson got me calling him Sponge Bobby. And then that was a whole issue within itself after filming, because honey, Bobby done got the copyright, or he said he got the copyright to the names of not only Sponge Bobby, but he also got Jameson and darn gonna Go Hard's name, honey. Trademark Allen Boy. But see, here's the thing. There are multiple trademarks for multiple things. So it's like, people don't know this. And I just learned this recently through Diana with the Southern Dolls, Dancing Doll scandal, when they tried to take her name but they only took it for one category, which was performances, and she got it for the mirror. You know, she got it for the clothing attire, and she took both of their names for performances and whatnot, so she had to negotiate to get Dancing Dolls' names back. That's a whole scandal within its damn self. If y'all want me to break that down, even though that's old tea, y'all. Matter of fact, I just link y'all to a video instead if y'all want to know about that Dancing Dolls scandal. But yeah, similar thing going on here, where it's like, Bobby, you probably got a trademark under one category, which might be like for the attire or whatnots, but they can still use their name as far as performances or whatnots. Because I didn't hear Bobby mention that he had multiple trademarks. Once again, business 101, y'all. And then they can always file opposition, because it's like, if you do not have a genuine intent of using said trademark and you intentionally stole it from somebody's namesake and likeness, if they can easily prove it's their intellectual property, which once again, Island Boy and Go Hard can easily prove intellectual property of sorts. Although here comes the conundrum, because technically Bobby gave them the darn on names and it's under the Zeus network. So it's so many gray areas in regards to this. So it depends on how the Zeus contract works out. And child, neither one of these darn on folks look like they darn on business savvy worth a damn. I don't see none of them got no business lawyers involved, not even Bobby's ass. But yeah, that's the situation with them. Like I said, they can easily file opposition and get their namesake back, or they can wait till the trademark expires, because Bobby more likely ain't going to follow up with renewing the trademark, honey. Let me see what else stood out to me. Oh, I done already talked about Rolling Way and darn Hot Wheels making up. Oh, the fakeness with Bobby. The fakeness with about everybody in this situation. Bobby, you come out later on crying and all this, that, and the third. I was like, girl, you was a walking contradiction this whole night. First you said Hot Wheels was the only one that you was calling like that. Then you cussed him out like a dirty dog on this shit. And then granted that Hot Wheels be doing shit to get him cussed out. But Bobby, you just showing the contradiction within yourself. Because it's like, one minute you saying that he was the closest thing in the house to you as far as having a friendship with. And then we see this shit at the reunion. Then you darn going stomp darn on Hot Wheels in the leg, and now you crying about the darn on C word that he has. Jameson darn going turns it around about his love for darn on Bobby. Now mind you, at this point he's in a whole relationship with darn on Go Hard. I was like, now you really darn on putting on, honey. I understand that y'all ain't want to break Bobby's heart anymore at the reunion, but you going up and hugging him afterwards and all this bullshit. Child, throw all of, well, not all of them, throw half the cast away, honey. The only ones I say is salvageable out of this situation is Miss Mama's, Grandy. Soul wasn't problematic at all. Trax wasn't problematic. Big Bird definitely wasn't problematic. Colgate wasn't problematic. But the rest of y'all, honey, throw y'all in, don't throw them away, honey. Bobby crying on darn Go Hard shoulder. Little do you know that he's darn messing with your man, your ex-man, that darn hugged up on you in the ring. Like I said, child, this shit is confusing as hell. Dimitri. Girl, I like you, but girl, I'm glad I ain't seeing your tacky ass on the screen after this. Girl, wait a minute, did they have him remove the Sukiyana images? Because they no longer blurring his darn shirt. Oh, they had him take the darn Sukiyana images of her darn sucking her boyfriend's toes out. Child, Dimitri is a character within his damn self, honey. If they ever do like a gay version of the surreal life, honey, I guess y'all gonna. I know somebody gonna say something smart about like, well, they done technically had that on the real some real life. You had darn on Manny, you had the Malcolm in the Middle boy, you had Dennis Rodman, and then most recently my husband August Alsina. But I'm talking about if they had a full gay version of the surreal life for like Zeus, honey, bring back Dimitri. Dimitri is a cool, crazy character within itself, honey. Meanwhile, we got Colgate on his Ayana Van Zant the whole night. Most dressed and trying to be. Hell, darn on Colgate, the way you carrying on, bitch, you darn gonna doing a lot better than darn on Tacky Jason. Maybe you should have darn gonna host the. But I guess that would have been a conflict of interest, honey. But darn on Jason should have had darn on Colgate's damn demeanor. And matter of fact, the irony that everybody was able to finally sit down after all the fights and shit. Honey, when they took Bobby out the room, well, when Bobby left for the up team time, that was when darn going Jason and Claudia ironically was able to get questions and shit in. Now, Bobby should have darn gone popped up when darn gone Big Bird was saying it's a piece about the fat phobia and whatnot. So I ain't appreciate that shit my damn self. Bobby darn going dodge that one by not being on the damn set or whatnot. But yeah, in the midst of everybody darn on saying they final thoughts and shit, Bobby coming out several more times just to cussing people out. People done rotated seats throughout the whole night. Several people sitting in Bobby's seat. He talking about people get out of his seat. Well, bitch, maybe if you sit your darn gone funny looking ass down some damn well, nobody wouldn't darn gonna be playing ring around the darn gone seats all night. They done filmed this shit for over 7 hours, believe it or not, y'all. 7 hours. Okay, making sure I ain't forget nothing else. Oh, damn. I'm gonna quit calling this boy SpongeBob, but darn Bobby on the floor, like Miss darn what's darn Penny's best friend after the Proud Family, the Afro. And matter of fact, it's very befitting because he's Afro Latina too, but he's on this darn floor with these darn feet out and shit. I was like, Bobby, girl, you was really doing the damn most, honey. And I think that's how we ended on out, honey. Yep, everybody gives their final remarks. Bobby's hugged up next to Rerun and darn gone Grandy or whatnot. Nobody did no after show lives that was memorable, so y'all ain't getting none this week as far as clips. I guess everybody was over it for the most part, so we didn't really get no extra tea or whatnot. The only extra tea I could tell y'all was the drama with the trademarks, and that's about it. The fact that Jameson, aka Island Boy, Go Hard / Cash, they broke up. They made up. Nobody else currently got anything going on as of right now. But once again, the show just ended like just past Sunday. So give it a couple months. Now the time is starting. How is people going to survive this shit? Who's going to be called back to keep up the ratchetness? Like I said, I can already see them trying to do something with Go Hard and Island Boy, like a Krishan and Blueface situation. And like I said, when Lemmy darn gonna get some common sense and want to balance all this ratchetness out, I'm putting my darn gonna vote in for darn going Ike / Voice of a Ray / Tracks. I can see Big Bird still doing his thing. Big Bird's torn or whatnot. Crush got the lip glosses out once again due to YouTube and they shadiness. I can't no longer promote the people in the description box, so y'all just got to hear me darn gonna mention it in the video instead. I swear YouTube get on my darn on nerves. And last but not least, Go Hard. I have not forgotten about the review. If y'all ain't got y'all Pillow Forte, y'all might want to hold off because I got an interesting review in regards to this. I finally had a chance to try out the Pillow Forte Botanical Mix Growth Shampoo. and I've had a chance to try out the Pillow Forte conditioner. Now, both of these a la carte is $15. Ooh. And then you get the moisturizer spray for $7. But if you get all three together, you actually save about $11 because individually these come up to like $37. But if you get them all three in a package, they are only $28. Now, like I said, I tried it, and my hair wasn't that dirty at the time, and I got mixed reviews on this. So it's not totally bad, but it ain't totally good either. I got quite a few opinions on this. Now, my hair hasn't been washed in several weeks since then, so we now going to see what it does. But see, then again, it's hard for me to give a true test because I don't really use a lot of products in my hair. My hair is low porosity. My hair is fine and thin, so it ain't that much on my hair. But that even adds more credence to the fact that if my hair is fine, thin, and I don't really use heavy products on my scalp, the only thing that I had at the time that was heavy on my scalp was the minoxidil, because y'all know I take minoxidil for my Norwood grade 4 hair loss. But let's see how it fares now that I haven't used the minoxidil since then. So we're going to test it out one more time. I'm going to try to give it a redemption, but right now it ain't looking too good for the Pillow Forte, honey. Now, except for the moisturizer spray. The moisturizer spray does good, although the mechanicalness of it all. Matter of fact, let me just show y'all what I'm talking about. Y'all see how it's dripping from the side? That's my only complaint with this. Product darn is good for the darn hair. But you just do better, you know, replacing this little sprayer altogether. Or just pour it in your hands, doing a number like this. But my review will be coming up soon on the DivaWuan channel. That is it, y'all. Like I said, we have finally come to an end. I don't necessarily know what's going to go on with the rest of the boys outside of Big Purrr, Crush, Tracks. Rerun, we know he's going to still be doing his thing. Granny's doing his thing. Soul is doing his thing with estheticians and stuff. All down to... I was like, oh, y'all know what? I want to start getting into some more story times with aesthetics talk in our industry. I want to give y'all some tidbits of my thoughts about certain LGBTs in the community doubling up as sex workers under the guise of estheticians. What are my thoughts on that? Y'all gonna have to darn stay tuned for that one, honey. Yeah, that's about it, y'all. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Shout out to everybody who stayed with me throughout this review process. Hopefully, y'all stay afterwards, because I know a majority of y'all only subscribe for the Bobby I Love You Purrr reviews. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't necessarily know what else I'm going to pick up. Because I'm not a baddies type of... I don't watch baddies. I don't watch Jocelyn. Maybe if they come out with a Bad Boys, maybe. I don't know. I don't know Krishan nor Blueface. But if y'all want me to, since they show hasn't started and it's the first season, I can get on that wagon from the beginning. So if y'all want me to continue doing some Zeus reviews, maybe we might can do Crazy and Look. See, I'm already turned off just by the name itself. Y'all know I'm a huge Beyonce stan, honey. The Crazy in Love is a disrespect to the Queen Bee. But I will still stomach and watch the darn tragedy known as Krishan and darn Blueface, honey. I mean, it's just nothing interesting about them. I've even seen the sex tape. The sex tape wasn't even interesting, honey. I mean, the dick size was okay. He had a nice darn 8-inch that he was working with. Maybe 7.5, 8. But, honey, his stroke game wasn't hitting on nothing. Her darn coochie game wasn't really hitting on... It was just darn And y'all know I'm not just saying that because I'm a trans woman. I do watch heterosexual porn. Y'all know DivaWuan is a porn connoisseur. I watch all things of the porn world. It's just it just wasn't given for what it's supposed to give, honey. You have two people who are seemingly attractive, and it's like, child, they was giving face and no action, child. But I would still watch the darn stuff nonetheless. Maybe they might, cause all this darn. But see, I'm not really a. I don't know. Maybe they keep the domesticness off it. We'll see. If y'all want me to review darn on Crazy in Love, I might review Crazy in Love. Let me see. Has Baddies started? Like I said, I haven't watched Baddies. Nope. It looks like they haven't started. They just done the auditions. Y'all give me y'all thought. Matter of fact, I'll put a poll out. If number one, if y'all want me to do it, will be one answer. And then if I do it, which shows I should do, I'm going to include... I'm already starting to regret this with Baddies, but I'm going to stomach it. I'm going to put Baddies, the one that's coming up with the chick. Damn, I can't even think of the names, honey. I think it's Rolly, who is the heavyset girl, and then there was another one that was, you know, very posed and dressed up, but she's like bougie ratchet, and then we got Tommy from Love and Hip Hop. Like I said, I learned the names and stuff for y'all. Look out for the poll or whatnot. But y'all give me y'all thoughts. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all soon with more videos.